Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So, today I'm going to be showing you guys how I construct a 360 frontal wig. This hair I got from a company called Noir Royale Hair, and I'm going to show you guys the packaging real quick. This is the packaging, and it's so cute. It's this beautiful satin drawstring bag that they send the hair in. And the hair itself, as you can see, is absolutely dope. Like, this is obviously freshly washed, and I haven't done anything to it yet, so that's why it looks this way. But I'm gonna sew hair right here. I'm gonna put the two bundles which I've co-washed and air dried. These are the bundles right here. And I'm just gonna go and secure those right in the bald part of the 360 wig. So yeah, keep watching. Okay, so you're going to need a wide tooth comb and a rat tail comb of some kind. You're going to need a detangling brush or a paddle brush. You're going to need scissors. I use like normal scissors and eyebrow scissors just to get into like the more difficult parts of the wig. You're going to need some nylon thread, of course, and you're going to need some curved needles. I use 4 or 5 needles at the same time just to make my life easier. You're gonna need some clips. I'm gonna use these duckbill ones right here, and you're gonna need, of course, the wig cap. Try and get one that stretches quite a bit, even though mine doesn't stretch that much because that's just the one that I had on hand. And you're gonna need a mist bottle just to wet the hair down when you're working with it so it doesn't get tangled. So the first thing that I do is I mist down all the hair and I brush away all the fine bits away from the part that I intend to sew. I then secure my wig cap. As you can see in the video, I don't pull it too far down because I want the part that's left behind to still have quite a fair amount of stretch in it. So don't pull it too tight. And then I just pin it down and make sure that the wig cap isn't moving around as I'm sewing. I then start sewing in the top middle part of the wig, and I work my way around in a circle. And as I'm sewing, I'm making sure that I'm sewing and I'm catching both the lace underneath and the wig cap on top and joining them together, so that when I cut the excess wig cap away, I don't have parts that are lifting or coming loose or coming undone, because that would be quite stressful. We don't want that. Okay, so once you've cut off all the excess cap, you're gonna want to take a measuring tape and basically pin it down on your wig, and then measure out your lines going across on the wig cap. And what I'll say is try to follow the contours of the head. So in essence, you're going in a horseshoe shape, but keep it very sort of straight, if that makes sense. You don't want it to get too curved because then you're gonna have a problem when you get to the front. And what I do is I alternate between straight lines across and horseshoe shapes so that I get a very sort of like evened out effect in my track placement. So when I go to sew down my track, the first thing that I make sure of is that I pin all my tracks down on either side just to make sure that they stay on the line that I drew on the wig cap. And then also I sew around the track. I don't sew through it with my needle and thread. And the reason I do that is so that when I go to pull the hair up later in a high ponytail or some sort of updo, I don't want the hair at the bottom or the wig to be really bulky at the bottom. I want it to be slick and, you know, look as realistic as possible. And I also check my work, as you can see. Ever so often I go in and I just make sure that when I pull the hair up, it's not bulky, because I can always correct it then, rather than do the whole wig and then realize at the end that you've actually made a mistake and you have to go back and take some tracks out and redo them. So yeah, just, you know, take your time with this and check your work as much as you feel that you need, and make sure that you're getting the best possible wig, you know. Okay, so this line down the middle is the only line that goes absolutely parallel. All the lines below that go slightly curved upwards to form a horseshoe shape, and all the lines going up the opposite way form a sort of a horseshoe shape towards the front. I'll explain that later, but I'm gonna just go and check my work again to make sure that when I pull it up, there's no bumps at the back. Make sure everything is nice and smooth. And pretty much the reason that it lays like that is because I follow the contours of the head. And that's what I mean by the horseshoe shape. Imagine the hair is almost wrapping itself around the back of the head, and that's what you want the tracks to sort of look like when they're sewn down. Okay, so at this stage, you want to start straightening out your lines pretty much, and you want them to start going straight across towards the front of the wig. And when you get to the edge where the frontal meets the back of the wig, I guess, you want to sew that track so that it sits just slightly on the frontal. And the reason that you do that is you don't want the bump of the track to be noticeable. So you want the hair of the frontal to almost lay over it and cover it. And that way, even when the hair is parted, there's never a ridge or a gap in between the two things. It all just looks seamless and it looks like one thing. Okay, so the final step is to take out all the pins out of the back of the wig or anywhere that you may have pinned the tracks down. And you can go ahead and mist the wig down and just brush through it to remove any snags or tangles in the wig and make sure everything is even and blended together. And overall, it just looks good. So at this point, the wig is pretty much ready to be plucked and customized. And if you'd like to see a video of how I customize my wig, I'm gonna link that somewhere on this video and you can go check that out. But this is the finished product and I'm super excited. I love how it looks and I can't wait to customize this wig and make it look absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Peace!